Satu, dua, tiga. Action. What is up guys? Fahan here with Zah once again, and today we have Hakim here. How are you, Hakim?
I'm good.
Thank you so much for coming out
Thanks,
to
man.
do your bike with us, the Kawasaki
W175.
WR tu Yamaha, so
That one different.
confusing. And Zah, I have to say that this is almost the unheard of the retro inspired bikes for the Class 2B segment.
I mean, this bike by itself is cool, sir. I mean, the looks itself really retro. And then, you know, if I were to own one of these bike, I would paint it, do you know the military green? The matte military green. Then I put what do you call it? A rifle holster here. Then I put umbrella or what?
So Zah, I want to ask you, can you guess when this bike was actually manufactured?
No, I didn't do my reading. Tak buat homework. I didn't do my homework before this. But I think it's what, 2015?
2017 this came out. And it looks something from the 70s, yeah.
Apa pula 70s?
Something like that.
70s lah, 60s lah.
More like the 50s.
50s lah. Cafe racer lah.
50s,
Yeah,
you know, I
something
mean,
like that.
with bulky tires like this, right? Looks like more like, you know, those World War II
The military bike.
Yes. Scramblers lah.
Yeah.
So before Hakim tell us a story about his bike, I'm going to give a bit of background about it.
Alright.
Starting in 2017, the Kawasaki W175 is a standard class of motorcycle, notably featuring extensive retro styling. In its home market of Indonesia, the W175 is a popular platform for modification among enthusiasts and has high-profile owners, including Indonesian Governor Ridwan Kamil and its President Joko Widodo. Engine is a 177cc air-cooled single-cylinder 4-stroke SOHC, 2 valves, with a Mikuni VM24 carburetor fuel system and a 5-speed manual transmission. In Singapore, as with any Kawasaki, and unlike the retro-inspired offerings of its rivals, the Kawasaki W175 is a seldom sight on the streets.
Alright guys, so shout out to our sponsor Liqui Moly.
Do check out their online store for awesome motorbike care related products.
Support us by clicking on the link below to view the range of products.
Or use our promo code upon checking out.
Alright Hakim, so I have to say that I never really seen this bike before. But just now you told me that this bike is actually around Singapore.
Yeah, here and there.
Here and there lah.
Yeah.
And it's quite, it's somewhat common, is it?
Not
really common.
I don't want to say rare also, but it's, I wouldn't say common. I do see it.
Not as popular as the Yamaha.
The XSR. XSR. Yeah.
Why did you get this bike actually?
Okay. To be honest, I wasn't planning on getting this bike. I like retro. I like the look of retro bikes. So I was looking at. I mean, the bike that wanted to get me into bikes in the first place were things like Ducati Scrambler, you know, your Triumph Bonneville, that kind of thing. So I know you guys did Bonneville also previously, but also I wanted something smaller, obviously, 2B. I was looking at things like the Honda CB150R. It just so happens that I was looking for those, then I saw this bike on Carousel, and I really liked what the owner did to it. Honestly, it was everything that I wanted to do if I had a retro-looking bike. So I just went ahead, got it. I viewed it on the first day. I think there were other people viewing it on the same day as well. So the owner told me only full cash, and back then I haven't passed my license. So you see where this is going. Okay. Correct. So I just on the spot lah. The next day, I told the owner I'm very interested. Give me one day to think about it. Then he said, okay, there's one other guy looking at it. So the next morning, I feel like I had an epiphany. So just next day, just told the owner, texted him like, okay, I want it. Just on the spot.
So you know those TikToks like dung.
So yeah, I went back to the same. I was at his workplace, so I went back to his workplace. I told him, okay, I'm getting it.
How much did you pay for it?
I prefer to keep that.
Okay. But maybe you can tell us the market price.
Back then it was still a few on like COI. So there were a few that I saw that's like maybe 6+. Yeah. So there were a few that were also more expensive that had a lot of modifications done to it.
So this one is a steal lah.
I felt it was a steal, but I think the reason other people didn't pull the trigger on it because the owner only wanted full cash. My budget was way less than this, but I thought okay, well, take the risk. Just go for it. So I went for it, then he parked it at my friend's house until I passed. Then
Okay.
then park it in front of my dad's car.
You pass by, confirm lah.
Yeah. So
wait to get my license.
yeah, correct. So I had to walk to my friend's house, which was about a 20-minute walk. Then a 20-minute walk back just to start the bike. Yeah, just to start the bike every once in a while. I mean, my friend was a bike enthusiast, so he helped me just look after the bike. Yeah,
So
then
he's a sub rider also.
no.
Oh no,
No, he wasn't. He never actually sit on the bike. He has his own R6 back then and a DRZ. The day I passed, then just went to my friend's house, brought it over, just parked in front of my dad's car, then wait at home. Just wait at home and then.
Oh, you didn't like, yeah, dad.
No.
I passed my bike.
No. I just parked, then just waited.
But you took your license at CDC, is it?
Yes, correct, CDC.
So when you got your license, right? Alamak, what's the first thing you did with your bike, sir?
Oh, the first thing when I went back to my friend's place, the battery mati.
I thought your friend helped you start.
No. He didn't. It was me to start the bike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I would go over. So after a while, then he got lazy. Then the battery died lah. Yeah, so we tried to jump start it. Didn't work. Then send it back to the workshop. Then from the workshop, Then from the workshop, then I rode it home. Yeah, first thing I did was get mirrors because the previous guy didn't have mirrors.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. So this was I would say
This is
the
under
first thing.
you lah.
Yeah, that was the first thing I did. Because the guy didn't have mirrors and just passed, so I wasn't gonna take any risk.
How many years left?
It was May 2019, so I think 8.5 years, thereabouts. Yeah.
Alright, not too bad.
So speaking of modifications, other than the mirrors, what else have we yourself or the previous owner have done to this bike?
The seat is not original. I think this is aftermarket. Fenders, not original. If I'm not wrong, the gaiters in front, the rubber thing also, he changed. It's different gaiters, if I'm not wrong. Different speedo, different tires, grips. What else?
So just now you were saying the tires, right?
Yeah.
This is actually bigger than the stock ones.
If I'm not wrong. Yeah. Because I've stopped next to a few W175, I'm like a bit higher. Yeah.
Okay.
So even though I'm like a shorter guy. Yeah.
Surprisingly, the fenders are aftermarket.
Yes, correct.
So you got the aftermarket fenders because the tires are fatter.
Yeah, actually the previous owner did that. He explained to me it was because the tires are fatter also. Yeah, but that also means slower.
You know, sir, for 2017 bike, I'm very surprised to learn that this bike is actually carburetor.
Yes!
It's carburetor, you can see it's exposed.
Oh yes, can see the
other side, yeah. So on those cold days, have to poop and
like
wait.
Warm it up lah.
Yeah, high ref first. Then
choke all.
Yeah, the previous owner didn't change the carburetor. I got a bit tired of it. They had to wait for like 2 minutes like that. Even then, sometimes when I drive off, maybe on those cold mornings or rainy days, right, and the traffic light will just stop. So I changed the carburetor, remove airbox, change the ECU. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. Air filter.
How much you spend on that?
I cannot remember honestly.
Speaking of parts that need to change, right?
Yes.
Being a Kawasaki, which virtually in Singapore has
no dealership.
No dealership. There is dealership,
but
we just don't want to mention the name.
Okay.
But their presence is very macam like don't have lah. How do you like obtain the parts and any other things that need to change?
Okay, because it's like a very retro bike. I actually go to this particular shop. It's called LV Customs. Those guys.
Not Louis Vuitton,
No, not LV. I actually don't know what LV. Now that you mention it, I don't know what it stands for. Even the previous owner did it LV Customs. So when I brought the bike back, they were quite surprised. One of the mechanics there said that, "Hey, is this bike again?" Then he inquired. Then I told him I got it from that guy. It was the first bike he ever customized at LV Customs. Yeah. So I was quite, okay, that's nice. Then I do all my maintenance there actually.
So that's your go-to shop lah.
Yeah, correct. It's my go-to shop. They also do a lot of other customs. A lot of CB150 and what's that Yamaha called? XSR.
So,
yeah.
Under your care,
yes.
Has this bike given you any other mechanical problems? Or any other inherent mechanical issues regarding the bike?
No. Other than a cold start, honestly, this bike, not much. Especially after I changed the carburetor, it's pretty much just start and go. I would say it's not a mechanical problem, but the only issue I have with this bike is the fact that it's freaking slow. It is so slow. I mean, you cannot compare with like XSR and CB150. I think it's the carburetor. I don't know, man. But yeah, it's slow.
I think it's the tires.
Yeah.
Tires too fat.
Maybe.
You change the tire sotong.
Yeah. Because heavy. Probably, but I don't think anyone would get this bike for the performance. You see? Yeah, it's not a bike you get for performance. It's
Only for stylish.
yeah, it's really if you like what it looks like, honestly, and you have plans to customize it to your own what you envision a
So far,
bike to
are
be.
you in any group relating to this bike?
Actually, just a couple days ago, I joined the W175 Facebook group. Yeah, there's only like 400 members. Yeah, and then I also got on their group chat, but I've not actually met anyone specifically. I don't have like a lot of friends who ride also. So yeah.
I see. So did they share anything about the engine? Any issues about that?
No, I mean there were a few times where I stopped by like a few W175 owners, just a handful actually. Then they also just like this bike again. yeah. I mean, and the same thing. I bring it back to the LV Custom. They said like, yeah, of course, if you are getting XSR, if you're getting the CB150, that's if you want to go. I'm assuming those go faster than this. They said like you don't ride this bike for the speed or for the performance. Yeah.
Style lah.
Correct.
Speed over style lah. Yeah, I have something that I want to ask you.
Yes.
I've been bothering me. Why do you wrap your exhaust? Actually?
Again previous owner, and I think it's just for styling. Yeah. I get a lot of on rainy days, right? I get a lot of worried looks from people because that thing absorbs water. So like when I start the bike, then maybe like 5 minutes later, correct. It starts to it starts to steam. So it looks less. Apparently, I mean I'm on the bike, so I don't know. But apparently it looks like I'm just clouded in clouded in smoke. So a lot of times, like usually the smaller bike riders don't stop, but like a few times the Harley, like there was one time a Harley rider. I remember it was a Royal Enfield rider stopped by and like, hey bro, your bike got problem Then I was like, no. Then a few of the first few times I asked them why. Then they said, oh, I can see a lot of smoke coming up from your bike, bro. Yeah, so that got me worried at first also, but yeah,
it's just water lah.
It's just water.
It's just vapor lah.
Yeah, water, correct. Yeah.
Another unique thing that Hakim actually told me when he riding his bike, you have to wear something on his shoes. Why do you wear that?
No, this one I think I think it's just a personal thing. Oh my god.
Yeah. This one is put.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah, correct. Because
It's for dirt, right? This one.
You know, just to prevent white shoes.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not for the white shoes. It's the you should see. Okay, I just wore just because it's these Vans. All my other Vans, I like wear only Vans. Every other Vans, like the front part, there's a hole. There's a hole where you shift. I don't know why.
So this one is just to protect that part.
Protect the shoe. It's not for the bike. It's for the shoes. So I was thinking instead of keep buying shoes every couple of months, just these things like take $10 or $8 or something like that. Yeah, just might as well. But yeah.
Let's talk about the bike's design. Surprisingly, it's a Class 2B, but it looks big.
Yeah, it's slightly bigger than what you see on the XSR 155. Slightly bigger lah. I mean, if
it's slightly wider.
Slightly wider lah. And then the tank is fatter, you know. If you see the fuel tank is a bit fatter. Talking about fuel tank, how big is the fuel tank and how far can you go?
13.5 liters.
How far you can go?
Full tank, I've not actually pushed it all the way, but I've seen about 340 km on my speedo. But I remember that one when I top up, it was really like 13 liters. So maybe thereabouts. Yeah, I haven't pushed it. I honestly don't think my bike performs at like optimum. Because heavier, and also because I changed a bunch of things. Maybe that contributes to it.
No, maybe.
But yeah.
Let's talk about your maintenance schedule. How's the servicing like?
It's just I just did it actually. It's the same thing. It's just your
engine oil,
oil filter, spark plug.
So it's air cool.
No oil filter.
Pretty standard.
Yes, there is.
It's a carburetor.
It's a carburetor, right? So yeah.
No, you said oil filter.
Oil filter. There is oil filter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So every service is engine oil. Then every 2 service. This is according to the guys at LV Customs. Every 2 service, then I do the oil filter also. Then other than that, then spark plug.
So don't mind me asking, what's your height actually?
Oof. Yikes. Well, caught on camera. Okay, I'm 159.
Okay.
No. But yeah, I'm 159. So
I think for me, if I were to sit on this bike, I can flat foot, you know.
Yeah, probably. You want to try?
Flat foot lah. So for yourself, how's the posture like?
I'm on my toes. Yeah, I'm on my toes, but it's quite easy to maneuver the bike around. But I mean, because for me, just a habit. I'll just get off the bike when I want to push it around. For me, it's not like on the tip of my toes, but
is it heavy
on my
when
toes.
you're pushing around?
Pushing around by hand, no, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've pushed it quite a lot before. Like the time the battery died, I had to push it to my friend's house, try this, try that.
Far or not?
20 minutes walk.
It wasn't, cause
You push
I push just
Not
push.
by say people all look at you.
No, just push, just push.
You okay,
Yeah, just push. I mean, it's my bike. Might as well just do it, right? I mean, I don't feel it's very heavy.
Because you wouldn't want to push your bike.
I don't want to push my bike.
Yeah. Ooh.
That is me lah. Heavy
Bike kapcai. Would you want to put any other modifications? Maybe a side rack?
No. I like the bare look of a bike, just like that.
The naked
Correct. The naked look, yeah, correct. Because I mean, my dream bike is like a Triumph Bonneville. So when I get a Bonneville, or if I get a Bonneville, I just intend to do the exact same thing. Yeah, white bars, bar ends, just a diamond stitch seat, that kind of thing. I know some people put panniers, but I don't think I would.
Put a bag.
Oh yeah. Oh right.
Saddle bag.
Because I removed the insides, right, the airbox. I changed the internals. This actually has storage underneath. So that triangular space is my storage. Yeah, I can stuff quite a bit of stuff inside.
But that doesn't affect the bike in any way.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got the toolbox, the raincoat, my sunglasses case, bunch of stuff. Sometimes I put spare clothes because like go to gym, I put spare clothes inside.
Just now when he came here, he actually put his glasses on your tank. I thought it's part of the aesthetic.
No. My sunglasses, the magnetic clip-ons.
Riding long distances with it, is it? Does it put a strain on your back?
No, because I think because of the relaxed riding position, it's not a strain on my back, but it's a strain on my butt. Because just now I was from Simei all the way to here, so that was a bit. I mean, it's not that far honestly, but that already like I can feel it in my butt. But yeah, not on my back. My back, it's very relaxed. Oh, no worries, man. No worries.
Have you ever rode a pillion on this bike before?
Yes, I pillion my girlfriend a lot actually. Yeah, so she finds it quite comfortable. She's just worried because I intend to get another bike after this tomorrow actually. Then thank you. So
what bike?
I'm getting a Duke 390. So she's just worried that every time she sees people like those like girls pillion on a sports bike or on any other bike that doesn't have a flat seat, then she's like, hey, how do you do it? Then I'm just like, no, that's considered normal.
Like that lah.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, then with their legs super cramped. But again, I think it's just because she's used to this. So maybe she'll get used to the Duke. I don't know.
Talking about carrying it pillion, right? Does the suspension bog down?
I don't actually feel it. Yeah, I feel it in the performance of the bike, the speed, but not really the pillion. Yeah, there's this running joke for my girlfriend that this bike cannot climb hills. Yeah, really like even because me and my girlfriend like we're quite small. Even just with her, and she's a relatively small person. Even with just her, right? And going uphill, right, I can feel the bike like straining. I don't know why. Yeah. So I always keep all the way left, then just have to keep a watch out. Yeah.
I see.
It's just a running joke between me and my girlfriend. This bike cannot go uphill.
Okay, so Hakim, down the road, what's the plans with the W175?
W175.
Scrambler is
I don't know. I actually.
This is a scrambler, what?
No, this is a naked bike.
Naked bike, So it's not considered a scrambler.
Brett Scrambler Cafe Racer. I don't know what they call it.
Cafe Racer inspired look.
Maybe.
But it's a naked bike.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Naked category.
Sure. I don't know. Okay, so I honestly don't know because I put it up on sale, but frankly, I don't have the heart to let it go. Like he was telling me, don't grow and don't have an emotional attachment for the bike, but I think I already have an emotional attachment. Because I mean it's slow. It originally gave me quite a bit of problems, but I think I really like the way it looks. I'll be frank, like I like the looks I get on the road also.
So you do get attention on this bike?
A bit, yeah. So people like Harley riders, like Royal Enfield riders, a few of them have asked about this bike before. Yeah. Those actually, right, the most amount of attention I get is from older guys. Correct.
Maybe this brings back to the days.
Yeah, correct. So they were like, hey, what, this bike, I had something like this back in the day. Then they can't even remember the model of their bike back then. But they would tell me like, I had something like this. Then they would ask me, how big is this bike? They think like, a few of them, hey, 500cc, is it? or 600. Then I'm like, no.
Because Royal Enfield
175.
Royal Enfield classes of bike is like class 2.
Yeah, correct. 650. Their cafe is also looking back. It's small. Yeah, correct. Yes. I think it's called Interceptor.
Yeah.
650.
It's a very nice bike. It looks almost something like this.
Yeah.
So that's why people may think, this one what? 500cc?
So yeah, I really like the attention I get on this bike. I like the attention this bike gets. So yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna ever sell it.
Well, if a person comes to you with a good offer, would you reckon?
I really don't know. I really don't know. Because even when I'm selling it, a few people ask. Then they also like don't really reply. But I didn't even bother like to follow up with them. Yeah, I didn't bother to follow up with them.
You can always keep this until the end of the COE.
Correct.
Right. You see how lah from there.
Correct. Because I mean sometimes I do complain about the speed to my girlfriend never hears the end of it, but I will complain about the speed, complain about the performance, but at the end of the day I like riding this bike. Yeah.
Same lah. I mean I share the sentiments with you, last time when I was riding a Vespa.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Right. I complain about its speed. Right.
Yeah.
It's because it's api-api, pakcik-pakcik, kind of Vespa, rusty.
Yeah. You will complain, but at the end of the day you like it, right? Yeah,
correct. Because of its practicality.
Correct. Yeah.
Actually, it's the same as with my first bike also.
You complain
People
about
say it's an update bike, it's small, no aftermarket parts, but I still love her.
Yeah.
Lah. Even when your Hidayah was giving lots of problem, you still reluctant to go right?
Yeah, she's very reluctant. But in the end, I made the difficult choice.
Wow, maybe I hope I don't have to face that. But maybe I don't know. Maybe when I get a try.
See lah, down the road.
Yeah, we'll see.
So far in your 1.5 months,
1.5 years. Yeah.
1 year, 1.5 years.
Yes.
Of using this bike, Hakim, what's your best memory so far?
This is a tough one.
Every day is the best memory.
I would say I don't really remember the good times. I actually, as toxic as it sounds, I remember the times when I first got the bike and had to learn about the little things. Yeah, like cool. I mean, my friends all who pass, then they immediately get like a fuel injected bike. It's so easy to start. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy for them, but I had to like carburetor.
You actually have to learn mechanical.
Correct. Yeah, and I have to like listen to the bike. Yeah, correct. It's really like listening to problems, Then like listening to problems, then must troubleshoot yourself.
That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, for beginners, I think they should get carburetor bikes before they go for fuel injected bikes, because that way they know I think
how it works. Is it?
How it works? Yeah.
Maybe.
It teaches you on how to be a better rider also,
Yes.
you know your machine well.
Yes. From there, you actually learn how to take care of the bike.
So, final question, Hakim.
Yes.
Who would you recommend the W175 for?
I would say, honestly, right, I would recommend it most to people who like that retro look. Yeah, because nowadays you have the XSR and you have the CB150, and a lot of people like those bikes, and they're cool. Honestly, they're cool.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I wanted to get the XSR. Yeah, but I would say really, if you want to have that really retro look, and if you don't mind the retro performance, that one is like I must add that disclaimer. Yeah. Because carburetor has its own set of problems.
So basically, don't expect super performance from this bike.
Don't expect super performance. Yeah, correct. Yeah, that's a good way to put it actually.
Just for looks.
Yeah, just like the looks you like. How it feels when you're riding. Yeah.
Hakim, thank you so much for sharing your ride with us. You said he's getting a new bike tomorrow. I'm not sure what he's gonna do with this bike, but hopefully he will ride out more even though he's getting a new bike.
Yep.
Maybe this one is for weekend, that one is
just
for,
to chill. Maybe. I'll see.
Any riders want to review their bike with us? You can touch us on our social media pages below.
Okay, W15. Okay, Kawasaki W175. Riders out there, if you have anything else to comment, any experience to share, you just put in the comment section below. Like and share this video with your riding kakis, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to support us and our awesome sponsor Liquid Moly. Do check out their online store for a whole range of motorbike care products, and use our promo code for further discount.
And that's it for the vlog, and we will see you in the next one.